Hi students, in yesterday class we have learned that how we can prepare the haloalkanes from alcohols and certain named reactions called Finkelstein's reaction, Schwarz reaction, and the physical properties of haloalkanes based on melting point, boiling point, and density and solubility. So today's class is reactions of haloalkanes. Reactions of haloalkanes. Reactions of haloalkanes. So, the reactions of haloalkanes may be classified as three types. Nucleophilic substitution reactions, nucleophilic substitution reactions, second one is elimination reactions, so the third one is reaction with metals, So the reactions of haloalkanes may be classified as three categories: nucleophilic substitution reactions, elimination reactions, and reaction with metals. So in your syllabus only reactions of haloalkanes, three substitution reactions are there. So in today's class we're gonna study about nucleophilic substitution reactions. So nucleophilic substitution reactions. They have mentioned in your syllabus nucleophilic substitution reactions with KOH or NaOH and alcoholic KCN, potassium cyanide, alcoholic AgCN, silver cyanide, and RCOOAG with the general reactions, and by taking an example of R is equal to CH3 and C2H5. Okay, this is in your syllabus. So first reaction with KOH and NaOH. Both are alkalis, both are bases only, right? So before going to reactions, nucleophilic substitution reactions means what is a nucleophile? What is a nucleophile? We will write the nucleophile like this, Nu minus nucleophile. So what is a nucleophile? Nucleophile is electron rich species, right? Electron rich species. Electron rich means tendency to donate the electrons is more. So they will react at electron poor sides. They will react at electron poor sides like protons. Electron poor sides like protons. Okay, nucleophile is an electron rich species. Electron rich means tendency to donate the electrons is more. So they react at electron poor sides. They react at electron poor sides. Okay. So this is about a nucleophile. So nucleophile substitution reaction. Nucleophile will substitute here where electron poor sides. So nucleophiles, nucleophile is substituting in haloalkanes. So I told in haloalkanes the nature of CX bond, right? X possess partial negative charge and carbon possess partial positive charge. So that partial negative charge, partial positive charge. So nucleophile. See here, I told nucleophile is electron rich species. So it reacts at electron poor sides so that the nucleophile will attach to electron poor site like carbon, and halide ion will gonna depart. So halogen atom departs as a halide ion X minus. So I can write the general reaction. This is a alkyl halide or a haloalkane plus nucleophile gives rise to R nucleophile and halide ion. Halogen atom departs as a halide ion. This is about a nucleophile, how it substitutes in haloalkanes. Okay. So KOH and NaOH both are alkalis. Both are bases only. So or X haloalkane, whatever the haloalkane, I am writing first the general reaction. Haloalkane reacts with KOH or NaOH, whatever, NaOH or NaOH, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, give rise to here the nucleophile is OH minus. KOH and NaOH dissociates to give K plus and OH minus, and NaOH dissociates to give Na plus and OH minus. In both the bases the nucleophile is OH minus only. So RNu plus Kx or NaX. Potassium salts or sodium salts we will get. So you should take the example by taking R is equal to CH3 and C2H5. In place of a halogen you can take Cl. So you should practice. KOH gives rise to CH3 plus CH3OH plus KCl, potassium chloride, methyl alcohol, plus NaOH you can take or KOH you can take, C2H5OH plus NaCl, salt. So you should practice. So how the haloalkanes reacts with KOH or NaOH? If you know the general reaction, you can write the two examples by taking alkyl group CH3 and C2H5. This is about haloalkane reacts with KOH or NaOH. So the second one is what I told in your syllabus. Second one is potassium cyanide, alcoholic potassium cyanide, KCN, potassium cyanide. CN is nothing but cyanide group. Okay, cyanide or nitrile group. Okay, nitrile group, cyanide or nitrile. See, haloalkane reacts with potassium cyanide, gives rise to, here the nucleophile is cyanide, so RCN plus KX, potassium salts. So cyanides we will get. In KCN, CN is a nucleophile. Because of its ambident in nature, both carbon and nitrogen is able to donate the electrons. Therefore, C is participating in, carbon is participating in donation of electrons. So therefore, we will get alkyl cyanides or alkyl nitriles. Moreover, KCN is ionic in nature. KCN is ionic in nature. So therefore, the ambident nature of KCN cyanide in KCN. So both nitrogen and carbon is able to donate the electrons. So here moreover the KCN is ionic in nature. So the carbon is participating in a donation of electrons. Hence they forms alkyl cyanides or alkyl nitriles. By taking an example of CH3 and C2H5, you can take in place of XBr plus KCN gives rise to CH3CN, methyl cyanide, ethyl cyanide with the removal of KBr, potassium bromide, and same thing, potassium bromide. This is a general reaction of haloalkane reacts with potassium cyanide. Alcoholic KCN is ionic in nature. This is about reaction with a KCN. So the next one is reaction with alcoholic AgCN. Alcoholic silver cyanide, AgCN. See, alcoholic AgCN is predominantly covalent in nature. Covalent in nature. So, therefore, because of covalent nature of AgCN, the nitrogen is able to donate the electrons than carbon. So, the final product we are going to get is NC. See, in reaction with the KCN, we are going to get cyanides only, but in reaction with the silver cyanide, we are going to get NC. That is, cyanide means isocyanide, isocyanide, isocyanide and isonitriles, iso compounds. That's it. If it reverse N and C, isonitrile, isonitriles. So haloalkane reacts with AgCN, alcoholic AgCN. We are going to get RNC. This is isocyanide or isonitriles plus AgX, silver salt, AgX. This is about a general reaction. See, again I am telling, AgCN, alcoholic AgCN is covalent in nature. Because of it, the nitrogen is able to donate the electrons than carbon. Hence, they forms isocyanides or isonitriles. So, by taking R is equal to CH3 and C2H5, you should write the examples. AgCN plus AgCN gives rise to CH3NC, methyl isocyanide, C2H5NC, ethyl isocyanide or ethyl isonitrile plus AgCl, silver chloride. This is about how haloalkanes reacts with silver cyanide. The last one is how haloalkanes reacts with RCOOAg, silver salt of esters. So RCOOAg, it dissociates to give RCOO minus plus Ag plus. Okay. So haloalkane RX plus Same or groups, like this is R dash, R C O O A G gives rise to, see, nucleophile. Which is a nucleophile here? R dash C O O minus, right? So R C O O R dash. This is a ester. Formation of esters will take place. This is a general formula of esters. Plus AgX. Plus AgX. So by taking an example of R is equal to CH3 and C2H5, Cl, whatever the halogens you can take, plus CH3 you can take methyl group COOAG, plus take CH3 only, COOAG. This is a ester. This means CH3. Be careful while you are writing the name. COOCH3. Both are methyl groups only. Dimethyl ester plus AgCl. So here C2H5, right? I am taking here. So C2H5 COOCH3. Methyl ester AgCl. This is a general reaction. You can take example of CH3 and C2H5 groups in place of OR. This is a nucleophilic substitution reactions. Keep it in a mind that cyanide, Cn. Cyanide is also called as nitrile. If NC means iso, you should join. Isocyanide, isonitriles. Next. Reactions means SN1 and SN2 reactions with mechanisms. Reactions with mechanisms. This is a every year repeating question. SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism. One question will be in a question paper. Okay, you should practice very easy. In your syllabus, they have mentioned by taking an example of nucleophile for SN1 is OH minus as a nucleophile and tertiary butyl bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide as a alkyl halide. Tertiary butyl bromide, and SN2 reaction by taking an example of OH minus as a nucleophile and CH3Cl methyl chloride as a haloalkane. They have mentioned in your syllabus only. So first I will go with SN1. Okay, SN1. SN1 means CR. Substitution, nucleophilic unimolecular substitution reaction. Or unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. You can mention what is the abbreviation of SN1 means. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction. It is very easy. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. By taking an example of OH minus as a nucleophile and tertiary butyl bromide as a alkyl halide. See, tertiary butyl alkyl halide. You can write that tertiary means you should write a tertiary carbon atom. Tertiary butyl means 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tertiary butyl bromide. This is a tertiary butyl bromide. Nucleophile reacts with nucleophile. They have given OH minus. So the tertiary butyl bromide reacts with OH minus. We will get an alcohol with a departure of bromide ion. So CH3, carbocation will form with a removal of Br minus ion. Later, again the nucleophile will attack here. OH minus nucleophile attacks here. So I will get CH3, OH here. So tertiary butyl alcohol. This is tertiary butyl alcohol. So this is tertiary butyl bromide. You should write. First, you should write unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. They have given tertiary butyl bromide when reacts with OH minus. Why the carbocation is formed means, in tertiary butyl bromide, the 3 methyl groups will release the electrons towards the central carbon atom. As a result, it undergoes ionization to form a carbocation. So it is more stabilized, tertiary carbocation that is. So in OH minus, nucleophile will attack on tertiary carbocation and later it will form a tertiary butyl alcohol. So in this, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary means CH3 thrice Br. Molar concentration of tertiary butyl alcohol and not an OH minus, so that is 0. Therefore, the order is equal to 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Hence, it follows a first order reaction. Hence, SN1 reaction is a first order reaction because the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the molar concentration of tertiary butyl bromide. This is about the statement of SN1. So next we will go with mechanism. Okay, mechanism. SN1 mechanism, SN1 reaction takes place in 2 steps. I will explain here now. Takes place in 2 steps. 1 is mechanism. Step 1 is formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. So, tertiary butyl bromide, right? CH3, CH3, CH3. This is a tertiary butyl bromide. This is a slow step reaction. Slowly the tertiary butyl bromide will form the carbocation. This is slow step reaction. As we know that when the reaction is slow, we can determine the rate of reaction. So this is rate determining step, RDS. This is a rate determining step. As I told, the tertiary butyl bromide forms a carbocation because of 3-methyl groups present in tertiary butyl bromide releases the electrons towards a carbon. As a result, the tertiary butyl carbocation will form with the departure of halide ion. So, carbocation will form. This will come this side. CH3, you should practice the mechanism. CH3. This is a carbocation plus with the removal of halide ion. What is Br minus, right? Here. This is a slow step reaction. You should mention this is a rate determining step. This is a formation of carbocation. See, whatever the formation of carbocation taken place here, next it will come in a step 2. Okay. Step 2 is, see here I am writing the step 2 here only. Step 2 is nucleophilic attack. Which is a nucleophile here? OH minus. Nucleophilic attack. See, whatever the carbocation formed in step 1, I am taking here same thing. CH3. See here, in step 2, what will happen if the nucleophile attacks in backside. This is a backside attack. If the nucleophile OH minus attacks in backside, what the product we will get here is OH, means see this will bend here CH3 and this will come this side. So CH3. We don't know how the OH minus will attack from the back side or front side. This is a front side attack of OH minus. So if it attacks in front side, COH, this will bend like this, CH3 and CH3. If I write in a dash line, with this methyl group is away from this carbon and this is very near to this carbon like this. Okay. You should practice. This product is 50% and this product is also a 50%. So Hence, it is a racemic mixture. This is a racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. This is a tertiary butyl alcohol. This is also tertiary butyl alcohol. Racemic mixture. What you have to write means the inversion of configuration. If OH minus attacks from the back side, we will get this product. If OH minus attacks from a front side, we will get this product. Hence, the racemic mixture is formed in is 50 and 50%. So, this is SN1 results in the formation of racemic mixture. SN1 results in the formation of which mixture? Racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. Later you will come across racemic mixture, okay? So, the order of reactivity in SN1 mechanism is tertiary butyl bromide, right? Tertiary butyl, the order of reactivity of alkyl halides is the order of reactivity is tertiary carbocation is greater than secondary is greater than primary is greater than, I told no, CH3X. This is also primary carbon atom having 3 hydrogens, this one having 2 hydrogens, this one having 1 hydrogen. Tertiary carbon atom doesn't bearing a hydrogen atom. This is the order of reactivity of alkyl halides in SN1 mechanism. As I told, the order of reactivity is always the same. CH3 I is greater than Br. CH3 Br, and it is greater than CH3 Cl, and it is greater than CH3 F fluoride. So this is the order of reactivity, and this is about a SN1 mechanism. So the last one is SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism. SN2. See, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Whatever they have given by SN2 for SN2 reaction, nucleophile as OH minus and haloalkane as methyl chloride, right? So, when alkyl halide methyl chloride reacts with OH minus nucleophile, what we will get? Methyl alcohol as a final product with the removal of halide ion, chloride ion. So, here the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of methyl chloride and the concentration of nucleophile OH minus. Therefore, the order is equal to 1 plus 1. So, the order is 2. So, what I should write now? Hence, the Hence it is a second order reaction or a bimolecular reaction. See, SN1, it follows first order reaction. SN2 follows second order reaction. You can write directly the order is 2. The order is 1 for SN1 and SN2 the order is 2. So I will go with the mechanism now. Mechanism. SN1 is a two-step mechanism. SN2 is a one-step mechanism. Mechanism. Only single step, okay? It takes place in a single step. In this reaction, the hydroxide ion is attacking in the opposite position of halide. And simultaneously the bond between COH and CCl formation and cleaving will take place simultaneously. Okay. See here, I am writing methyl chloride. This is for hydrogen. This is near hydrogen. This is a normal hydrogen. I told this is Cl, okay? This Cl has a partial negative charge and this carbon has a partial positive charge. As I told, the nucleophile in SN2 attacks in opposite direction of halide. It is opposite direction of halide is OH minus this side, right? So it is also this attacks on this carbon atom. So I will get on an intermediate state like OH, C, Cl, H, H, H. This is an intermediate state, and then later, see in simultaneously the bond between C and OH will forms, and simultaneously the bond between CCl will cleaves, means departure of halides will take place here. So I will get methyl alcohol here, OH, C, H, H, H with the removal of halide ion, L minus. Okay, this is a transition state. Okay, this is a transition state. See here, in SN1 reaction, the racemic mixture is formed, but in SN2, what has happened mean the configuration, the inversion of configuration taken place, right? See here, I am taking here the hydrogens like this. Here the configuration fully inversed. So 100% inversion of configuration taken place in SN2 mechanism, but in SN1 the only 50%. That's why the racemic mixture is formed in SN1 reaction. 100% means this is a pure compound. Okay, this is a pure compound. So the reactivity of alkyl halides in SN2 is, we can write like this, no, the reactivity of alkyl halides in SN2 as primary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than tertiary, tertiary is greater than CH3, X. In SN1 means tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than CH3X. So it is ulta. In SN1 like this, in SN2 like this. So the order of reactivity of haloalkanes in SN1 and SN2. Like this, you can memorize like this. SN1 you are taking tertiary butyl bromide. So tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than CH3X. In SN2 we are taking an halide CH3Cl, right? This carbon is primary. So primary carbon atom is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than tertiary, tertiary is greater than CH3X. Like this you can write. Or you can memorize. We can sum of the order of reactivity like this. Tertiary is greater than whatever I wrote. Okay. So from this you can write the difference between SN1 and SN2 mechanisms, right? Can you tell me now? SN1 and SN2 mechanism differences. SN1 and SN2. You can memorize here. See. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So the second is, it follows first order, right? It follows first order. It follows second order. It takes place in 2 steps. It takes place in single step or one step. The reactivity of alkyl halides are tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than CH3X. The reactivity of alkyl halides are primary is greater than, CH3X is greater than primary, primary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than tertiary, and tertiary is greater than, that's it. See, again I am writing like this. In SN1, tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than CH3X. Okay, it is in ulta. First you have to write. In previous I told primary, not primary. You should write CH3X is greater than primary, primary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than tertiary. You should write like this. Okay, sorry. So you can write four differences. Next, it is what you can write. Racemic mixture is formed, right? Racemic mixture is formed. Racemic mixture is formed. Here, pure compound is obtained. Here, pure compound is obtained. Pure compound is obtained. Pure compound. Or else you can write here the inversion of configuration is 50%. Here the inversion of configuration is 100%. So this is about the SN1 and SN2 keep on repeating. The SN1 and SN2 are very very important. One question will be in a question paper definitely. Okay, you should practice. 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. If you know the, if they will ask differences, they will not ask mechanisms. Okay, if they will ask mechanism, they will not ask differences. Okay, this is about SN1 and SN2 mechanisms and today's class. Okay, I will continue in our next class. You should practice all the reactions. While you are watching, you should take one book and write down the general reaction, and later after the class you can practice by taking an example. If you have any doubts regarding this, when we meet in offline classes, you can raise your doubts. Okay, I will explain. Thank you.